Hi everyone, I'm going to talk about the basic knowledge of agricultural drones. There is the topics I'm going to explain in this presentation. The intro to agricultural drone has a multi-rotor agricultural drone. It's a flying platform which is used for crops and plant protection agricultural use. Using its spraying systems, it can spray or spread pesticide, foliar or solid fertilizer, pollination, seeds, and fish feeding, and is operated with a remote control. The DJI agriculture product family starts in 2050 with the MG1 and finish with the most recently released, the T10 and the T30 in 2020. The structure of agricultural drones. Every agricultural drone has a motor as a power system, the ESCC, the electronic speed controller as a driving motor, have a pairs of propellers as a lifting to every motor, and have a nozzles as a to nebulize the liquid. The drone has a pressure relief valve when the nozzles cannot spray rotate to release air. The drones have an arms and landing gear about the body of the drone. The structure of the agricultural drone all the drones have a camera to transmit the video to the remote controller for operator to avoid obstacles and detect terrain features. And every drone has a LED light to illuminate surroundings at night. The spraying tank is one of the most important part of the drone, because in this contain the pesticide, and the water pump produce pressure for pesticide automation. The rotation of T30 and T10. Every motor has an angle and a pair of propellers. The propeller, we have two types of propellers, a CCW or counterclockwise rotation, or CW, clockwise rotation, to fix an angle and cannot be changed. The remote controller has too many buttons for too many options. We have the sticks to move the drone, the back button to back to the menu, the power button to lock or turn off or turn on the remote controller, the return to home button to call the aircraft to the start point. The C3 button, it's a customizable button to do anything of the option of the aircraft. And the 5D button, it's a customizable in by the 5 moves of the button. In the front of control, we have the spray brake dial and the reserve dial. We have the spray button or the recording button, and we have the FPP map or map switch button and to take a screenshot. We have a micro SD card slot and a USB-A port and HDMI port. We have the antennas, and we have unfold or fold the antennas. And back to the antennas, we have the C1 and C2 button to put in the and in the route planning. We can put a point wave or an obstacle point to the C2 and C1 button. The stick mode of multi-rotor drones. We have two modes. The mode 2, this is the normal remote mode of a multi-control drone, multi-rotor drone. The accelerator is on the left side, and the movements of the control are in the right side. In the mode 1, the acceleration is on the right side, and the movements of the drones are in the left side. As a recommendation, confirm the remote mode before use, especially with a new drone. The flying control system. The flying control system consists in an order input, a data analytics, and an order executor. The remote controller and the ground station transmit the information to the order to the main controller, and the main controller read the compass, the radar, the IMU, and the GNSS to transmit the signal to the ESC to move the drone. The functions of the flying controller system constitution are a main controller, as a CPU of the aircraft that execute movements, and a global position system, the global national satellite system provides altitude and longitude information via satellite. The compass provides direction, the IMU provides the aircraft altitude, and the radar perceives change in altitude and movement, stabilizing altitude and avoiding obstacles automatically. The radar. Main functions of radar: it's an altitude detection, detecting the change of the terrain and helping stabilize the altitude to follow the land shape, and the obstacle avoidance, detecting the obstacle avoidance to avoid collisions. The radar is an aspheric radar and is an omniscience. The propulsion system. The propulsion system has the power supply as a lithium battery and the charger to charge the lithium battery, the rotation speed control into the master control and electronic circuit, that is the ESC circuit, the driving power output as a brushless motor, and the lifting power source to the propellers. The difference between CCW and CW propellers. The CCW or counterclockwise rotates propeller have a CCW marked on in this part. And the CW clockwise rotation propellers have a CW mark on them. the direction of the propeller should be in accordance with that of the motor, or the drone cannot take off. The link system. The link communication system is the bridge between the drone and operator. This includes a ground unit to send the controlling signals and tags to drone, and the aerial unit to drone send its status to background unit. The communication between aerial unit and ground unit are like this. Unfolding the antenna. Antenna must be unfolded, it folded, and transmission coefficients and distance will be affected. The antenna cannot point toward multi-rotor drone. The signal at the top and bottom of the antenna is the worst. The antenna should be parallel to the drone. When the remote controller is in hand, and antennas point toward in the sky, as shown in the image. The spraying system. The pressure spray system is a strong penetrability and is corrosion resistant. The nozzle is easy to clean and replace. It's better to choose a water-based pesticide. We do not recommend a powder-based pesticide. The spraying system has the spray tank as a pesticide loading, as a filter to filtering the pesticide. The pressure output is the water pump, and the nebulization is the nozzle and pressure relief valve. Monitoring equipment. The flow meter calculates actual chemical to help plan the dose more accurately, and the liquid level meter indicates the remaining pesticide and warns when it's almost empty. The nozzles. The chemical is enabled by the pressure of the water pump, atomized by the nozzle, and then sprayed. The pressure relief valve will help empty the air for the spraying system. The standard nozzle of DJI Agras is XR 110 01 BS. It is a 110 scalloped stainless steel nozzle.